going on YouTube? Out here messing around with this Aeroponic type design. Not exactly aeroponics, but the goofy little spray nozzles I have that are gonna try to do an aeroponic type job. Anyway, I was out here all morning. I had to come out, and in the corner I had to wrestle a snake out of here. Yeah, swamp life. Anyway, I finally figured out I knew how I was going to do it, and thank you so much for all the comments on the last video. I already had all of those ideas, and when everybody mentioned it, it just kind of concreted the idea in my head. And I didn't know whether to raise the buckets or lower the other one and pretend it's a sump, so I lowered it. Still, until I was about to do this, I also was about to raise these buckets, but decided to go this route just to try it. So everybody is plumbed in, and I got a new pump that is down there. It is a 396 gallon per hour pump, they claim. I don't know why they didn't try to fool me and say 400 and just round up by 4 gallons, because I would never sit there and, count out the gallons. But whatever, 396 gallons, so that would be at 0 head, or maybe it's at 1 foot above head. But still, I'll call it at 0 head, and it's good all the way up to 6.5 feet. But this is only not 4 feet. It's probably 3.5 feet or something like that. I got a shutoff over here, and it just loops right around and goes right into my my whole bucket design. And I believe some of these are already clogging up, but that one is working half decent. And the cups are wet, so that's good. I do need to do another full flush on this system before I actually get it going and everything. And I mean, these buckets here, I got little dirt in there. I don't know how the heck the dirt got in there. These guys are all still double cupped, and their roots aren't hanging down in there, so dirt from the cup couldn't fall in. But somehow I got a little dirt in there, so I got to clean that out. And the new pump also has a filter in it, right on the front. So thank you, Rooster. So hopefully that will help, and it sits up off the ground a little bit too. So hopefully that will help, keep some of the junk out of there. Maybe the junk will just sit on the ground. The pump in here was still hooked up. I kind of screwed up. I was supposed to replace that length of pipe there with a longer piece, and that way it could have went straight into the bucket, and the coupler would be inside instead of that T going down to the pump. But daggone Rooster. But like I said, I know why they call them a cock. Anyway, back to this. Thank you, Rooster. Back to this. So instead of removing the pump and everything, I just turned it on. So now I have 2 pumps going, and as you can see, I already need to clean these emitters out again. And look, there's junk in the bottom of the freaking bucket. I don't even understand how it got down there, but anyway, one cool thing is it puts out enough water that this bucket this pump stays just below water. That way it's not running dry. So somehow that's working. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The only other thing that I forgot to do was up here, I should have put another shutoff valve. That way I could limit the amount of water, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, look how full that is, and look how fast it's coming in. I kind of want to shut that down a little bit. I opened this up a little bit, but it's still not really helping that much. I really need to restrict the flow going in there, and I only had one shutoff and didn't feel like going to the store. So this is how it is right this second. I guess what I could do is move this down a little bit, and that way I could just have it overflowing going into here. But I really want to back up the pressure by turning it off here, so I can back it into this whole system over here. So I need to go ahead and get rid of that pump in there eventually, but I don't know. I'm probably going to do that as a test and see if this new pump will power the whole system and restrict the valves and everything like that, and then I'll just go from there. But for right now, this is how the whole setup is, and yeah, we'll test it out and see how it goes. I'm not exactly ready to go ahead and take out my, or undouble cup my peppers here, but I will be doing that shortly. Alright, so, shut up. So, that pretty much is the system here. Like I said, I want to get that shutoff valve, and I want to move this down a little bit, that way it's not up and stuff, and that will be the path of least resistance. But yeah, so I just need to get a longer piece of pipe right for that piece, take out that pump, and we'll see how that does. But for now, this is going, and I need to go and flush out this whole system, and hopefully clean the emitters just one more time, but I'm sure I'm going to keep on doing it. But yeah, that was my quick walk around here, looking kind of at my peppers and the whole system here. This end is still just folded over on itself. But yeah, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and come back later and talk more about this one and all the other gardens I have going on. Don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and all that fun happy media stuff down below. Hey look, my rooster's back. And I will catch you in the next video. Till then, later. Alrighty, and I'm back again. Got all kind of parts laying all over the floor for dramatic effect. Alright, replumbed it again. And I just delete these kind of videos and then just start all over like I came up with the idea. So just figured I'd do a little behind the scenes here. I'm always changing my mind. So now, pump line comes up, just tees off straight into here. It's coupled right there. Pump is gone. It's laying over here. And looks like we've got some nice flow coming out of there. I started to clean out the buckets, got a bunch of the dirt out of this one, and just figured, man, instead of that, I'm going to have these double cups in here, and they have dirt and all that. Why don't I try to come up with a screen for down there? So that will be later. I already have that going. I know what I'm going to do. I just don't feel like doing it right now. So maybe that'll be the end of the video. But anyway, so it's teed there, comes all the way up. I pull my shutoff up here, and now I can restrict the flow up here, which it's actually getting a nice flow coming in there. I might take it down a little bit more. And I have this shutoff here, which I turned completely off, and you could have, whenever I did, let's see here, you can see the pressure going there. But, I guess it wasn't as dramatic as I thought. But, so that is how I have all of this set up. Another goofy little note is, well, all that area was flooded a minute ago. When this bucket is completely full when it's running, then when you shut the pump off, it's going to leak about a couple gallons back in, well, out of the bucket. So, you might want to take that into effect if you're trying this kind of thing and you're in an area where you can't have any leakage. Obviously, I can have as much leakage as I want here. But yeah, so that's awesome. That is with those. I just cleaned them out too. So who knows what the other ones are doing. Didn't even think of that. But yeah, it's running pretty good. So that is what I'm going to do there. Like I said, I'm going to get some screens for right down there. That should be as simple as I've got a male fitting sticking in there. Maybe I have to screw it in a little bit further. But then all I have to do is just screw something in on this side with a small, you know, one of those like faucet screens. Ideas. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, but that's one bad idea about this thing being in the ground now. That's going to make it way harder to go ahead and clean that bucket out. So, I don't know. I think a better design would have been, not a better design, but a better idea would be make sure that thing's always full and keep your pump like halfway or a quarter of the way up or just off the ground or something. But like I said, mine sticks up pretty good distance and it has a filter in there. So hopefully all of that helps a little. But alright, well, that was my walk around here. Like I said, all kind of parts on the floor here just for dramatic purposes. Alright, well, that was fun building another garden here. Hopefully I can grab a couple more buckets and add them right into this design. It'll be easy enough because all I have to do is cut off the end and just continue on down the line. But, alright, well, yeah, all that fun social media stuff I said earlier, do that stuff. And, yeah, look, the rooster's back again. Man, he's nice. Anyway, yeah, I'm out of here. Later. Alright, I'm back again. Various parts and now tools laying around to make, make it look better. Redid the drain again. This little U-shape here, I don't know if that's actually going to improve flow or whatever, and if it would, I think it would have to be higher, but I didn't have a coupler, so that is going to have to be right there. Until I can get a coupler, and then I'll just make a straight pipe going straight in. But I thought between the two drains there was a little bit too much water going, and I felt like the buckets were backing up a little bit, so I made their own hole there, and it just goes straight in as well. Go back up here. On this end I did a 90 and stuck a pipe up, which I can't really feel any suction on there, but that'll just allow air to push the water through, going right through, and hopefully that will make for better drainage. So, alright, well, this is definitely gonna, I hear a helicopter coming, so this is definitely gonna be my last update of the day. Don't forget to do all that fun and happy social media stuff down below, and I will catch you in the next video. Till then, later.